thank you very much. We welcome you to some basketball brunch in the Bluegrass. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. And despite the very cold temperatures here in the Commonwealth, the Big Blue faithful have arrived at Rupp Arena for Ole Miss and Kentucky. With Dennis Scott, West Durham, delighted to have you with us. The Wildcats have put together a 4-game streak. Mark Pope feels very good about his team. Otega always a big part of that, 3D.
Yeah, the senior, he's the guy that gets things started. His effectiveness is getting to the paint, playing good defense, and his energy early in this ball game.
Well, and Chris Beard thought Ole Miss was on a run, 3 straight, a bump in the road the other night against Auburn, but A.J. Storr has emerged as his star.
Yes, the veteran has been around. He's the guy that most nights starts the game off, getting to the paint, getting to the free throw line. Look at these numbers, 18 points a game. He's the guy that really gets things started for Ole Miss.
And to add to the mix, Ole Miss beat the Cats last year 98-84. As you get a look at Storr on Beard's bench to start the game, Owe and the Wildcats in the white, Ole Miss in the red, and Ilias Kamardine gets it started. 7th different lineup today for Ole Miss, and that's why Perry, the native Kentuckian, left his first shot short with an air ball, and he is greeted by the partisans here.
Yes, a few boos, a few cheers.
And Kentucky's gone with their 9th different lineup today. The injury to Cam Williams the other night against Texas. Of course, you know about Jalen Lowe, and there's an out-of-bounds step out by Owe on the Cats' first possession. So kind of a balky start here on an 11 a.m. tip. Temperatures in the single digits this morning. Winter storm still out to the west of Lexington as we greet you here today. Here's the Ole Miss lineup, and of course, Pinkins, the star of the win over Georgia.
Oh, and Perry's getting the taste of the Boo Birds early.
Yep. This is Dia working against Malachi Marino. Digging in. And can't find it with the short jump hook. And here is Aberdeen. Where as good as Owe has been, it feels like Aberdeen stirring the drink for Mark Pope.
You're right on point, partner. The point guard, like the quarterback in football, make good decisions and get the ball to the right people.
Rebels trying to really extend the offense, it looks like here, 3D.
That's one of the things that Coach Beard talked about yesterday in practice. Got to be more physical and rebound the basketball.
Owe slides in and draws the foul. Courtney Green on the whistle today with Jeb Hartness and Jason Baker from Rupp Arena. And there is Chris Beard, who will be 53 years old next month. Born in Marietta, Georgia, raised outside of Houston in the woodlands of Texas. Now in his 3rd season in Oxford. Owe at the line, and the first one good. 75% free throw shooter is the senior from Newark, New Jersey. He's had 20 or more in 4 of the last 6 for the Cats.
For that last possession, for you young people at home, he just didn't stand still on the weak side, cut into the basket, catch the ball. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kamardine. James Scott. And here is Pinkins, very talented freshman. Kamardine a 3 on the rim, rebound inside by Scott. Pinkins launching, and another back rim miss. A Marino gathers.
That's one of the things Ole Miss do. They shoot a lot of threes. When they make them, it kind of feeds off their defense. If not, they got to rebound the basketball.
Yeah, the other night they were only 36% from the floor in the home loss to Auburn. Bigger problem was the rebounding margin the Tigers had.
Mouse in the house.
Owe left alone. Back rim miss. Won't take Perry long, I think, to pull the trigger again. Kamardine against Chandler, who draws the start today. Dia with 10 to shoot, and a reach-in foul on Owe. First on Otega Owe, first on Kentucky. Mark Pope with 37 wins. And you see the 4-game SEC win streak, longest of his career here in Lexington.
Dia at the line for 3.
And Malik Dia to the line. 69% free throw shooter. Ole Miss is 8th in the SEC at 74.5%. First one's no good. They are 4th in conference play, though, Dennis, at almost 77%.
Well, one of the things that Coach Beard talked about yesterday with Dia, when he defensive rebounds early in the ball game, it kind of gets their team going and gets them in the transition offense.
Here's A.J. Storr very quickly for Travis Perry. And there's a look at their leading scorer in conference play at 18 a game. Yeah, Mark Pope said Malik D is like a 6'10" two-guard. I was like, wait a second.
Different. That's different.
Yeah, it is different. Absolutely. Inside Marino. Knocked away. Here's Owe. Ortega on the drive against Storr. Tried to throw it to Yelovich, and fortunately Aberdeen there to gather. Chandler from deep. And the rebound by Storr with 2.5 gone. Commerdine against Aberdeen.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds again. Second time we've seen it called in less than 3 minutes here in this first half.
Is maybe starting an hour early, throwing the guys off a little bit. Two guys have stepped out of bounds already.
Somebody needs to take the coffee tray down the bench line. Is that what you're saying?
Early brunch. Yes, come on. Early basketball. People at home want to see us. Let's go.
Scott comes out. Corey Chest is in. He's the sophomore from New Orleans, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds in conference play. Owe tees up a three. That's short. Yelovich knocked it around, but Commerdine and the Rebels in transition. Down the lane goes Dia. That's a 6'10" two-guard.
There you go. With the left-hand finish off the glass. Strong finish.
4 too early. Yelovich quickly the other end. The spin. Got it blocked by Chest. Terrific play at the rim. Partisans wanted a goaltend. Didn't get the call.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. And it's a back rim miss.
Wow. He was way out there.
Chest another rebound. Off the baseline, Pinkins couldn't hit. They crashed the glass, and Yelovich saves it to Chandler.
What Coach Beard talked about yesterday, this is who Ole Miss is. They take a lot of threes, they attack. When they're not making shots, they have to rebound the basketball.
And Yelovich tees one up from the front. 11th triple of the year for Andrea Yelovich.
I was talking to Goose Givens yesterday, you know, the Hall of Famer here at Kentucky.
Shooters.
The shooters,
yeah.
And he said Andrea needs to be more aggressive, and the opportunity is going to be there.
Yeah. A lot of baskets between the two of you.
Yes, sir.
That is a foul on Owe, which is going to be his second. 15:46 to go in this first half. Ortega Owe's got his second. We get a timeout at Rupp Arena. Well, 9th lineup of the year for Mark Pope, and you know the injuries are a storyline for this Wildcat team. Acquaintance has been week to week. He's only played in 4 games, low shoulder, and then the other night. Boy, Cam Williams, look at this, Dennis. I mean, just the most innocent of plays here.
Yep, just defending, running down the court. Doesn't really, right there a little bit. You thought he might have got tangled, but nothing real serious from the eyeball, but unfortunate for Wildcat Nation.
Yeah, Cam Williams going to miss the rest of the year, or indefinitely is the term used. You see Jaden Acquaintance on the bench. Williams had surgery yesterday, according to Mark Pope. Behind the coaching staff, second busiest guy on the Kentucky bench has been the trainer Brandon Wells this year. Here's A.J. Storr at the line after the second foul on Owe, which will put him on the bench. And the free throw by Storr is good. That brings Trent Noah, sophomore from Harlan, Kentucky, into the lineup for the Wildcats for the first time.
Another one of those guys, opportunities knocking. You know I love my shooters. Now, do you play with confidence? What Coach Pope said, can you give me the effort on the defensive end to get extended minutes?
Terrific player Noah, who's seen limited minutes here recently for the Wildcats. But because of the injury, somebody gets a chance.
Get the chance. Are you ready for the opportunity?
5-5 game.
Deep.
And missed by Chandler. And here are the Rebels. Oh, they're kind of sorting things out, feels like, here in the first 5 minutes at Rupp Arena today. Storr's been the guy for the Rebels as of late. Lean in, fall away on Diabate is good for A.J. Storr.
Yeah, tough shot there. Creating space to rise up and knock it down.
5 straight double-figure games for A.J. Storr. He's got 3, the last 3 for the Rebels. Baseline goes Chandler, contact and a whistle from Jason Baker on the baseline.
The fellas of Commerdine. That's his first.
Ilias Commerdine draws his first, and it's the second on Ole Miss. Don't forget, we got a day full of basketball for you. 6 o'clock tonight, we'll put you to Waco, TCU and Baylor in the Big 12, and then 8:30 tonight in Tuscaloosa. You know all about the off-the-floor stories. Tennessee, Alabama's the real deal, though, tonight.
Yes,
Number 17, Crimson Tide, and the Volunteers, who, with Jacoby Gillespie at the wheel, always have a chance.
Always have a chance. Speaking of a chance, Chandler, we talked about it yesterday. When he drives the ball to the basket, gets to the free throw line, that seems to get him going. He's missed his first couple threes, but driving the basketball, getting to the free throw line, seeing a couple balls go through the hoop, kind of gets him going.
Colin nowhere near 100% on Wednesday night. You see the halves spell out the differential. Felt better, I guess, in the second 20.
Yes, but same thing, but it was a couple drives that got him going.
Yep. Tied at 7 here. Store against Diabate.
Oh, good defense, Diabate. Moving his feet without fouling.
You see Augusto Castilla out there as well. Now here's Chess with 7 to shoot. Leans in on Noah. Couldn't take advantage. Klapka inside.
Good job, Noah. Not fouling. Good hands. Secondary break here for Wildcats.
Chandler kicks. Aberdeen a triple. Spins out of there. Denzel recovers. Fires it inside. Diabate and one. The junior from Queens puts Kentucky in front.
Watch how this play develops. Aberdeen under control. Good pass. Played through the contact and won the old-fashioned way.
Casilla draws the foul. It'll be his first, the third on Ole Miss. He and Eduardo Klapke had come onto the floor during the dead ball a moment ago, and now more substitutions off Chris Beard's bench as well. Keza Jiffa has come in as Diabate missed the free throw. 2-point lead for the Cats. Jiffa to work. Transfer from High Point from Paris. Here's Store. And now Dia to work. Against Garrison with the left hand. Got the roll.
No, we call that, Wes, we call that a grown man move there. There's 2 power dribbles, use the shoulder. Wildcats with an offensive foul. Nice left hand finish.
Yeah. Got to almost look at the weight sometimes to figure out the matchup. Garrison 245, Dia 250. That's a pretty fair fight.
Yeah.
Out of the corner, Aberdeen will try the left side. Garrison had it, lost it, and last touched by Jiffa. It'll stay with the Wildcats, and here is Jasper Johnson to replace Denzel Aberdeen on the floor for Coach Pope. Now this youngster from Woodford County High School sparked Kentucky last week in Knoxville. When they were down early to the Vols, Johnson gave them a real nice lift, had a dozen points in what was ultimately a come-from-behind win. See if he can get them fired up here.
That's a great point, partner.
Chandler spinning in traffic, couldn't get the roll. Knocked out, Ole Miss got it. Jiffa in transition. Here's Dia taking Diabate baseline.
Oh, good block.
Noah. Garrison one dribble, and here's Johnson. Catch and shoot. Back rim miss. They crash the glass. Knocked away. Diabate right back at him with the left hand.
What did Coach Beard talk about? Rebounding yesterday. That time, Wildcats got 3 opportunities.
2-point lead for the Cats. Store, that's a 2, and we're tied.
Nice hit by Store.
A.J. Store. Well-traveled from Rockford, Illinois, in his 123rd career college game today.
Yes, his story is well documented. He's the veteran. He's the guy that kind of has to be more aggressive than the next guy.
Garrison working against Scott. Quick hitter inside. Double teamed on Johnson. And knocked away. It'll stay with Kentucky with 6 to shoot here. Well, if you're Chris Beard, are you off to the kind of start you want defensively here, Dennis?
Not really, if I'm being honest, because Kentucky's gotten great shots. They just missed them. So you're a little concerned. Now, the last possession, you gave the Wildcats 3 offensive rebounds. That was one of the things they worked on in practice yesterday.
Eduardo Klafke back into the lineup. For a moment, it looked like they were going to insert Zach Day. He was called back by assistant coach Mark Adams at the bench for Ole Miss. Oh, and now, I'm sorry, Day has checked in. Here's Diabate, 5 to shoot. Kick out, Chandler, a shot fake. Well defended by Chest. He'll have to put it up, and it fell off the front rim. Johnson trying to stay with Jiffa. Test for the young freshman. Here is Day. And now Klafke. 10 to shoot for Ole Miss. Nice help by Diabate there on the drive. Now here's Day with 3 to shoot. Fall away on Chandler. Oh! 4th 3 of the year. The first bucket of the day for Zach Day.
Well, I guess today's a good day for Day to get going early this morning.
We're going crazy on alliteration.
Oh, my goodness.
3-point lead for the Rebels on a shot clock countdown triple. Noah to answer. Cannot. Chest the rebound. He'll get it to Jiffa. Things have calmed down, it looks like, with Keza Jiffa running the offense. Commerdine waits at the table. And that got stripped out.
Oh.
And turned over ultimately by Ole Miss. We'll get a timeout here at Rupp Arena. Zach Day, Dennis Scott.
The shot clock's going down. The ball movement's in place. And in today's game, create a little space. Today is a good day on a Saturday morning. By Day, Moneyball.
All around the world, y'all know this is
What you wouldn't give for a program, huh?
Oh,
3D?
man, I love programs.
We'll get you on the concourse.
Give me
I'll
one.
take the ice cream at the half. You get the program.
All right, there you go.
How's that?
Sounds like
Ole
playing.
Miss by 3. We welcome you back to Rupp Arena. This feels like, Dennis, in the scheme of things for Chris Beard, you've won 3 of 4 of your last 7. I know it's Kentucky, but it feels like this could be a momentum builder for Ole Miss, especially with the next couple games coming up. Really, these next 2 games for both schools feel big, like including
big.
today, right?
And one thing Coach Beard talked about yesterday, they've been winning ugly. They've been in a lot of one-possession games.
Yeah.
So now you're not shooting the ball well, and here you are with the lead early in the ball game.
Yeah, they've been in 6 games, 5 or less or overtime. They're 4-2. Kentucky's been in 5.
Yes.
Including Marino's heroics at LSU.
And that's sometimes it's good to be lucky.
Yeah. Yelovich and Marino have returned to join Aberdeen, Johnson, and Noah out of the timeout. Klafke's on the floor for Ole Miss with Chest. Commerdine is back, A.J. Storr, and Zach Day, and now we're going to get a foul. And Yelovich is trying to work it off the block, and the foul will be ticketed to Chest. Sophomore from New Orleans, transfer from LSU, his first, and that's 4 on the Rebels.
I thought when Andrea first caught it, he should have shot the ball. Sometimes these young men want to get caught up in being physical. If you can shoot it, create a little space and let it fly.
Johnson. Here's Aberdeen. He lost it. Turned over by the Cats. Coming off the deflection. Here's Storr. Day thought about it again. Nope. Commerdine spinning on Noah into traffic off the window with the right hand. He's going to get a foul and free throws.
I love the pump fake, draw, and kick. I thought Commerdine should have took the first 3 at the top of the key, but he puts the ball on the floor and gets to the free throw line.
Marino's first, second on Kentucky.
Perfect pump fake. Defense shows. Shoot that first one. But I let him off the hook, Wes, because he did get fouled. He's at the free throw line. But in today's game, if you can shoot the jump shot, as Commerdine missed the free throw, gave one back, shoot the ball with confidence. I thought Day did an excellent job creating space for his teammate to knock down a shot.
Yeah. See, last Saturday, 17 points, 5 assists in the win at Starkville. On a game that ended with Josh Hubbard going to the glass twice.
Come on.
To give a potential win for Chris Jans and missing a couple of free throws too.
Which we don't normally see.
Yeah, Commerdine got the back end. 4-point game, Kentucky in front. Marino knocked away, another turnover on Kentucky. Storr for Chest. And poked away, heck of a play by Marino.
Cookies by the big fella.
Johnson, floater, won't go. Yelovich the rebound. Cats will get a second chance here. Klafke and Day on the double team. They try to skip it. Five to shoot. Here's Aberdeen with the clock winding down. Look at the double team turned over. Good defense by the Rebels, forces another Kentucky giveaway. And Storr got wrapped up in a held ball. Will go to Kentucky.
Checking in from Ole Miss is Travis Perry.
We get substitutions across the board here. Quick reminder to you, tomorrow afternoon on ESPN, the ESPN app. Great women's game in Columbia. Number 5 Vanderbilt with Michaela Blakes and South Carolina. Coverage starts 3 Eastern, 2 Central from the South Carolina State Capitol. Terrific game there. Good one brewing here. It's a 4-point Kentucky lead. Been a little balky in the first 11 minutes from Rupp Arena. Oweh against Dia. Ortega on the floor with the 2 fouls now for the Wildcats. Here's Johnson, a lefty 3, off the window.
I guess the bank's open early in the morning here in Lexington.
Kentucky to within 1 after the triple from the rookie. Perry tries to answer, short. And Yelovich will watch it bounce out of bounds. So the sophomore who transferred from UK to Ole Miss has yet to scratch here today.
Step back. Yes, the bank is open early here in Lexington.
Hey, shoot it on the square. That's what they told you as a kid.
That's right.
Hits the square, got a chance.
Got a chance. A little flex action right here by the Wildcats.
Yelovich against Commerdine and lost it again.
Too much traffic. Too much traffic to try to dribble through.
Storr inside Dia, catch, fell off the front rim. Missed the bunny. Johnson ahead for Yelovich. Gamble, Johnson. And a bump and a foul. Wave off the Chandler 3. Foul is going to be on Day.
They bailed Johnson out on that. I thought when Johnson first called it, if he would have swung it right away, he'd have gave an opportunity for his teammate to get a shot off.
15 foul. Marino going to come out. Brandon Garrison from Oklahoma City checks into the ball game. Chandler.
Oh, that's old school.
But now I know why he's the guy that threw the ball to Marino at Baton Rouge, too. I don't know if Collins got any quarterback play in his past. How about Johnson? He's got 5 for Kentucky. He's their leading scorer.
Well, Johnson said, I have to go back to the bank to get some more change. Keep going, baby. I see what you're doing, Johnson.
Yeah. Remember, he was the guy last week in Knoxville.
That's right.
Storr. Here's Dia. 10 to shoot. And Garrison blocked at that time.
Great defense by Garrison. Get that shot out of here.
Johnson a 3.
Stopping and popping. Johnson and Johnson, I see you, young man. You come off the bench with some energy. We talk about taking threes. He said, today is my day. Whoa.
If last Saturday in Knoxville wasn't a strong enough endorsement for the freshman, now he's doing it again.
We talk about confidence. We talk about swagger, spin cycle with the left hand, soft off the glass. And then when in doubt, believe in myself, transition 3, Johnson this morning.
Back at Rupp Arena, now time to see who's heating up, brought to you by DirecTV. How about the local kid, Jasper Johnson, 8 in a row to give the Cats a 4-point lead.
Well, Jasper said, let me check my ATM card, see if it still works. He's getting the paint with the floater. Yeah, the bank's still open. And then it's called a heat check. Step into it, splash. The JJ show here in the first half.
Dennis, what is it about seeing the first one go down?
When you see that first one go down, it's like throwing a rock in the ocean. You don't care who's guarding you. It's about getting to your sweet spot and shooting the ball with confidence. That's what Jasper's showing us here in this first half.
Eerily similar to last Saturday in Knoxville.
Great point.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that Coach Pope talked about yesterday. Sometimes due to injury, different guys get more opportunity, and Jasper's taking full advantage of it.
And Diabate reaches in, knocks it away on a pass intended for Storr.
Even Garrison, another guy, getting more time. That last possession, playing good defense, staying down, blocking the shot. The Wildcats get out and run in transition.
Yeah, Moreno on the bench for Coach Pope. Brandon Garrison plays with Owe, Diabate, Chandler, and Johnson. There is a fall away, and Storr feeling it.
That's just confidence right there, Wes.
Yeah, A.J. Storr, 7 in this first half.
Good defense, good contest, better offense.
Chandler, nice pass, and Garrison couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, Garrison had too much butter from the popcorn before the game on that one. Slipped off his fingers.
Wildcats have turned it over again. That is 6 in the first half for Kentucky. Way too many for Mark Pope's liking.
Little horns action here by Ole Miss.
Dia setting the screen and Storr to work again. Kick back, Comardine a triple. Nope. And we're going to get a foul called on Garrison against Malik Dia. Jeb Harkness out from underneath. Brandon Garrison's first. 4th on Kentucky. 2 on Owe, 1 on Moreno, and now the 1 on Garrison. Storr, and that'll be an offensive foul on A.J. Storr. Now that is 6 on Ole Miss.
Yeah, right elbow left his body. Thought he got away with an early walk as well.
Probably would have rather had to travel than the foul.
There you go, partner. If you had to do it over, give me the walk. I don't want to say that foul for later.
Yeah. Chris Beard brings Corin Johnson into the lineup. He wears number 3 for the Rebels now. Didn't play the other night against Auburn. Started his career at Washington, was at Louisville last year, only appeared in 4 games before he was sidelined by an injury, and then out of Pat Kelsey's program and into Chris Beard's last spring. Garrison to Chandler. Here's Johnson. Another one for you, Dennis.
Ooh.
Rattled out.
Great ball movement, finding the hot hand. Good shot.
Left side here is Johnson. All the way into traffic. 2-point lead for the Cats. Storr to tie. And a rebound by Pinkins gives him a second chance. Johnson blocked by Diabate.
Diabate said, get that shot out of here, little fella.
And Chest will come in to replace Dia. And Zach Day going to get a spot in the Ole Miss lineup as well.
Good block right here, Wes, without fouling, letting the little fella know, don't come in here with that stuff.
Yeah, Corin Johnson, it's kind of been a star-crossed career for him since leaving UW. And trying to get his sea legs here playing for Chris Beard now. Playing in his 15th game today. There's a 3 by Day. Garrison the rebound. Chandler and UK trying to run. Garrison with Chest defending into the lane. Tried to reroute, going to draw a foul. And Corin Johnson was hoping for a held ball, not going to get it. It's going to be a personal, his first.
Yeah, Garrison got lucky on that. The young big men at home, keep the ball high, bring that ball down low, gave Johnson a chance to get in there and get his hand on it.
So 1-1 here for Garrison, who is 10 of 16 at the line. Kentucky almost 74% on the year. In league play, under 72, 13th in the SEC. So the front end of the 1-1. And no good. UK still holding to the 2-point lead. Pinkins for Day. Patton Pinkins averages 12 against the league. He's scoreless so far. And remains that way. Owe has 2 free throws in this first half, and now a blocking call is going to be on Zach Day. It'll be his second. That's the 8th on Kentucky. And don't forget, coming up 5:30 Eastern on ABC, NBA Rivals Week triple header rolls on. Warriors and T-Wolves. And then followed by the Lakers and Mavs tonight. Talk about the NBA. And of course, Kentucky, one of the proud programs with rosters all over the league. And here is Owe for the 1-1. Preseason SEC Player of the Year now has 3. Where do you want to start, Tyrese Maxey or SGA?
I'm stuck because I love both of them. And I've become good friends with both of them. But Tyrese Maxey, his smile is so infectious.
Yep.
He plays the right way. You know, he's your favorite teammate's teammate. So both those guys are tremendous. Of course, SGA,
Man.
MVP. And I don't know how many games now he's had 20 points. This is ridiculous how he plays.
Yep. One of the best players in the world is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hands down.
4.5 to go, opening frame here at Rupp Arena. 3-point lead for the home team. Day trying to tie. And here's Chandler. Waiting on some help. Nope.
Oh.
Tried to take it, and a foul going to be called. It'll be a block. And that's on Corin Johnson, his second. It's the 9th on Chris Beard's team.
Yeah, I think the legs got tangled up a little bit because at first I thought he walked, but it looked like the legs got tangled, so good call.
Chandler's got a couple of free throws, and he'll shoot a 1-1 as well here. 81% on the year. And the first one cleanly through.
Checking in for Ole Miss is number 0, Malik Dia. He replaces Chest.
And Malik Dia has come back, and Malachi Moreno returns for Brandon Garrison. Sophomore from Utah knocks down the free throw. Biggest lead for Kentucky now at 5 in this first half. Dia against Moreno. And Malachi going to get ticketed here, I think.
Watching Dia up close, Wes, it's really impressed to see a young man use his body the way he does, but he really wants to get to his left hand. See, watch right here. He's taking his time. Double team's not coming. But see how the ball just stays in his left hand the whole time, and before the whistle, he's going for another left-hand layup. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's a quick trip for Moreno. He's back out, and Garrison returns with the 2 fouls. So Owe and Moreno both with 2 now on Mark Pope's bench.
Oh,
and there's another foul on Garrison. And that's 2 on Garrison.
Oh, he baited him so good. Dia, I'm loving what I'm seeing from you, big fella. Just watch this little subtle fake right here. Yep. Hand got caught in the cookie jar. You don't like it, but it happened.
2 on Garrison, 2 on Moreno, 2 on Owe for the Cats. Noah back on the floor as well for Coach Pope. Dia to work again against Garrison. Double team, put it up in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me, Wes?
Grown man.
The ball stays in his left hand.
And now a technical foul.
I think Dia for taunting. I think they got him for taunting. But real quick, the way he's taking his time in the post, the double team's coming late. And that time he scored through the double team with the left hand. But I think he was taunting after he scored that technical foul.
Courtney Green and Jeb Hartness in discussion. We'll sort this out following the timeout. 3-point lead for Kentucky at Rupp Arena.
The Jeep Halftime Report is on the way. Coming up, we'll set the table for a great day of top 25 action. Cam Boozer and Duke, unbeaten Nebraska, and Houston, Texas Tech. Coach, that tee notwithstanding on the last play, pretty good story.
Well, it shouldn't have happened. The guy scores, he shouldn't have got a tee after that. Chris Beard has to be really happy with the way Ole Miss has started. Their pace has been great. They're holding Kentucky 3-12 from 3, Sean.
Yeah, happy with that, but unhappy with the fact they still have a deficit. So if you're Kentucky and you haven't scored in over 3 minutes, you're actually thankful you're in the lead right now.
Wes, great start to the day. Stay warm. We look forward to seeing you at the half.
I tell you what, I don't know where else you're going to get 3 scores. Kevin Connors, one of the great Ithaca Bombers of all time.
Old school buckets.
Sean Farnham, one of the great UCLA Bruins of all time. And
Buckets.
one of the more underrated Ferrum Panthers,
Ooh.
Kevin Keats.
Ooh, okay, Kevin. You got a few buckets back in the day.
Oh, Keats got buckets now.
I love it.
Chandler at the line on the technical against Dia. A little extra, a little overzealous.
And I understand you're excited, you're playing well, you're attacking, but just save that.
And Chandler hits them both. Dia also buys his second foul. First Rebel with 2.
And now you're over there sitting on the bench, being a cheerleader, hurting your team when you're rolling.
Aberdeen on the floor with Chandler, Diabate, Garrison, and Noah. Chandler, Day's playing a lot more than I thought he would in this first half for Ole Miss.
Knocked down a couple shots.
Here's Chandler all the way through. Aberdeen with 10 to shoot. Floater. Got it. First bucket for Denzel Aberdeen.
Yeah, he stopped the bleeding for the Wildcats. Getting to the paint once again. Good things happen when you attack the paint.
Biggest margin of the half for Kentucky. It's 7 now. Storr. He's got 7. Working on Diabate.
Oh, Diabate's defense. Big time.
Both teams have tightened the screws on that end of the floor, it feels like. Comardine with the right hand.
Same thing with Chandler.
The rebound.
Great defensive possession by the Wildcats.
Ole Miss only scored 25 and a half against St. John's in early December. Chandler a 3. Garrison slapped it out. It's a race to the rock, and Chandler comes away with it. Aberdeen kind of clutched on it. Noah will pull the trigger in here.
Trent Noah, opportunity knocks once again. Do what you do. Catch and shoot the basketball.
13th triple of the year for Noah. First basket today. It's a double-figure advantage for the Wildcats. Storr. Garrison or A.J. Storr? It's Garrison. That was a 50-50 whistle, I thought, from Jeb Hartness.
Yes, partner. And the Josh Hart assistant coach of the Wildcats is saying the same thing. You're switching with the purpose, but be solid. But Trent Noah off the bench, do what you do, young man, which is catch and shoot the basketball.
So Garrison's got 3 with 2:18 to play. He's got to come out. Yelovich returns now to go with Diabate.
See, Josh Hart just talking about, he's like, young fella, switch with the purpose. There's no need to be extra physical. Yeah, Josh Hart out there at the three-point line.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing fouling that far away from the basket? Look at Josh breaking it down for him.
He replaces Comardine.
So the third foul, free throw good by Storr. Cuts it back to a 9-point game. He's got 8 now, and make it 9 for A.J. Storr, who's had 5 straight double-figure games and leads them in scoring in SEC play at 18 a game. Chandler dribbled it off his foot, turned over by the Wildcats.
Good defense. Ole Miss cutting off the baseline.
That is 7 of them in this opening half. Well, the Rebels have done, in some respect, Dennis, they've made Kentucky take tougher shots.
They have. Can they make 3 or 4 shots in a row?
Yeah. Whether it's now or at the front end of the second half, you got to feel like the last 4 and the first 4 are going to be pretty important for Chris Beard today. Wildcats have definitely found their stride, thanks in part to Johnson's 8-0 run. That ball got knocked away by Aberdeen. Here's Corin Johnson with 4 to shoot from the logo. And out of bounds, it will go to Kentucky. And we thought this might be a little bit of a defensive draw here today, because you look at the SEC and here are the top 5 scoring defenses. We know Tennessee will guard you.
Yes, they will.
Kentucky, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Florida in that mix.
He replaces Johnson.
The Cats are, and the field goal defense is interesting too when you get into conference play. But the numbers don't reflect the scoring averages when you look at conference shooting by the opponents. Really interesting. Kentucky's dead last. Opponents hitting 48% in conference play against them.
Well, it's safe to say in conference play they beat each other up.
Truth. Fact. That happens a lot of places.
Yes.
There are a lot of addresses where defense rules. 3-ball Aberdeen. And pulled away inside by Day. Klafke back on the floor in this exchange for Ole Miss as well. Relatively short lineup out there for Beard.
Good deal.
And a pumping foul on Aberdeen. That's going to be his first. That's 9 on Kentucky.
I thought Aberdeen was solid on that play.
So 1-1 coming for A.J. Storr.
Oh, I thought he was solid right there.
TBN not very happy with the foul.
No, they don't like that at all.
Nope.
Not going to understand why. And on the flip side, Coach Beard's like, no, too much elbow, too much shoulder. Get my guys to the free throw line.
might be an early start today. Not too early for Big Blue Nation, though.
Come on, baby.
Store the free throw good.
Checking in for Kentucky is Jasper Johnson.
Here comes Johnson.
Coming out is Colin Champion.
As Store knocks the free throw down. And left it on the rim. Chess fought for it. There's a foul, and that's Diabate. That'll be his first.
Offensive rebounds from a free throw line drives coaches crazy. But look at the work by Chess. He's in there, leaning on Diabate. What I like to call this, just a bad bounce by the Wildcats. I thought Diabate did a good job boxing out. Sometimes the ball just bounces crazy, and the other team gets it.
2 shots for Chest on the 10th against Kentucky here in the final minute of the first half. And the first one good for Corey Chest. He's now 10 of 16 at the free throw line this year. He's helped himself offensively last couple of ball games, averaging 5 points and 6.5 rebounds. A transfer from LSU.
Whoa.
First one looked good, second one not.
Did that touch the rim? That was all backboard, wasn't it?
I don't know, Coach. Timeout taken by Mark Pope.
Oof.
We're going to step aside here. I'm going to give you a moment to recover. 6-point lead for Kentucky. Final minute here in the opening half.
There's flying, and then there's making the most of it with Platinum. There's nothing like arriving early and enjoying it. Nothing like having tea across the pond, a cocktail in Atlanta, and a tranquil place to work in Tokyo, all waiting for you. Nothing like best-in-class cuisine and service to match worldwide, with access to the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like Platinum.
Kentucky by 6, 48-6 to play. You see 6 turnovers, 7 field goals for Ole Miss. They are 2 shy of their lowest total and a half this year, the 25 against St. John's. Meanwhile, Kentucky, 9 free throws, 8 field goals, and that guy right there, wearing number 2 in the white, he's as responsible for the 6-point lead as anybody else here.
No question about it, partner. Energy, knocking down shots, been the spark plug off the bench.
Johnson going to add to more. Spun one out.
That was a quick heat check.
Commerdine backing down on Johnson and thrown away to Yelovich. 3-second differential, shot clock to game clock, and Commerdine knocked it out of bounds off of Yelovich. It will go to Ole Miss here with the shot clock off and 28:8 to go.
The beauty of that play, Commerdine makes a mistake, doesn't pout, doesn't poke his head, gets back on defense to flex the ball off of Andre's foot, gets the ball back. Never give up when you make a mistake, get back.
Down 6. You hold for 1 here, 3D?
Yes, hold for 1. Get a good shot.
Commerdine with the standing dribble against Aberdeen. Diabate defends Store. 7 to shoot, fall away on the baseline. Rattled off, Chest. Nope. Yelovich the rebound, and they're going to go to the locker room. Kentucky will up 6 at 29-23.
Well, if you're Ole Miss, you're getting good shots, regroup, and keep playing solid defense. Get back in this ball game in the second half. Season
low in half points for Ole Miss. Only 23 here at the break. Kentucky 29, Ole Miss 23. Next stop, Kevin Connors, Kevin Keats, Sean Farnham.
And West.
Introducing SportsCenter for you, personalized every single day. Now available on the ESPN app. Powered by your favorites.
Well, on a very cold day in the Bluegrass, you're watching the SEC on ESPN. Second half action inside Rupp Arena as Kentucky leads Ole Miss here at the half. Great to be with Dennis Scott, West Durham. Delighted to have you with us to start a huge Saturday of college basketball. Moments for both teams, but Jasper Johnson again was the spark for Mark Pope off his bench in this first half to give UK the lead.
Yeah, Jasper Johnson picked up from the other night coming off the bench and just playing lights out basketball, knocking down some shots and kind of getting things going off the bench.
But Malik Dia kept Ole Miss hanging around with a heavy presence inside and even finishing on a break one time.
I'm sure someone on the coaching staff, if not Coach Beard, is saying, young man, you were dominating the paint, taking your time. You got both centers in foul trouble. Now just keep your cool. No need to talk back. Let your game do all the talking. And speaking of your game doing all the talking, that's what Jasper Johnson did. He comes off, knocks down shots, attacking the paint, get to a sweet spot, the floater in the paint, just solid energy. And of course, in transition, step into it and knock down the big three.
9.5 minutes, 8 points. He leads Kentucky in scoring. Season low for Ole Miss. You see the 25% shooting from the floor. 1 of 10 from 3 were the Rebels in the first half. Pinkins and Chris Beard's team with the ball to start half 2, and they trail 6 here. Commerdine against Owe. Little soft pull-up hit the front rim. Dia the rebound, and that got blocked. Moreno. Well, when he's been able to be on the floor, Malachi Moreno's been pretty good today. There's a runner and score, and that's Ilias Commerdine's first field goal.
Yeah, I like Commerdine being aggressive both times, getting to the paint. This is the first floater. Now knocks one off the glass.
Here's Denzel Aberdeen right back at Commerdine with the fadeaway. There's Moreno inside. And finally, Dia pulls it away. 4-point game. Ole Miss trying to build some momentum here. Off of 25%. 7 of 28 in the first half for Beard's Rebels.
You're still only down by 4.
Yep. Because Kentucky was 32% from the floor. Dia leaning in. Yelovich couldn't stop him. Up and under is good. Double figures for Malik Dia.
Good patience, great footwork, reverse layup to use the rim so the shot blocker couldn't get to it.
Owe on the floor. Remember, he was limited with foul trouble in the first half. Chandler, open for 3. Got it. First field goal for Colin Chandler.
Finally seen one go down, patient. Sometimes you see a couple free throws go down, it helps your jump shot.
Here's Perry. It's been a rough homecoming from the young man from Eddyville, Kentucky, who started his career here with the Wildcats. Scoreless today. Dia with 5 to shoot. Takes Moreno inside, blocked by the freshman.
Yeah, good job that time by Moreno.
Owe. Oh my, drew the contact from Commerdine. That'll be his second. First on the half for Ole Miss.
Right here, Dia down low. Stay under control. Little pump fake, and then good footwork here for the reverse layup. And sometimes, Wes, it's okay to be lucky. The ball bounces right to you. Shoot the ball with confidence.
And don't waste the dribble, right?
Do not waste the dribble. If you can knock down the shot, catch and shoot. Why waste dribbles?
Owe's got 4. They're all at the free throw line. And Perry and Scott will go out. A.J. Storr and Corey Chest in quickly here in the first 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the second half for Chris Beard. And both free throws for Owe. Averaging 19-2 in conference play. He's got 5 all at the line. Does the senior from Newark. Lead is 7 for the Cats. Dia on the dunk. Nice pass, Commerdine.
We noticed that time Dia said, I'm going to go ahead and finish it at the rim stronger because last time Moreno blocked it.
Got 4 of the 6 Ole Miss points here in the second half. Chandler a step back off the dribble. Pinkins is averaging a dozen in SEC play, and we get another foul off the ball. Dia and Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler's down there trying to fight with Dia.
Up. First on Colin Chandler, first of the half on Kentucky.
Great pocket pass, and once again, Dia finishing strong at the rim. But the possession before that, Moreno got a big-time block.
Malik Dia is 6'9", 250 pounds. Started his college career at Vanderbilt and then played for Casey Alexander of Belmont and is transferred to Ole Miss. And is averaging 11.5 points and better than 6 rebounds in SEC play.
Somebody left the window open, Wes.
I don't think so.
Come
Not
on,
this
Dia.
day. Nobody
Come
left
on,
the
Dia.
No.
Oh! Ooh-wee, my own way at the rim. My goodness.
You're going to wait around for your first field goal. Might as well make it emphatic. That was, and Kentucky's lead is back to 7. Dia, hard spin against Marino, couldn't finish.
Good job by Marino once again. Dia shoots the air ball.
Yelovich went for the hammer and fouled by Chest, I believe. Both Chest and Klafke were there. I think it's on Klafke.
And partner, to your point, why not? It'd be a rim wrecker for your first bucket of the game, knowing that you've been in foul trouble most of the game. And the Wildcat fans go crazy.
Yelovich to the line to shoot 2 on the Klafke foul, which is his first.
Man.
Andrea, the sophomore from Croatia. First of 2 here. And that bounds away. He wears number 4 in honor of Drazen Petrovic. And people say, well, wait a second. Drazen Petrovic wore 3. No, he wore 3 in the NBA. 4 was his national team number.
That's it.
So that's the number that Andrea Yelovich grew up knowing Drazen Petrovic to wear.
And that is the perfect honor for your countrymen.
Yeah. Second one good. 4 points for the 6'11 sophomore. Lead is 8. Ole Miss is 3 of their first 8 from the floor here to start the second half. Patton Pinkins into traffic, took the contact, and couldn't finish it. Boy, had a good look. A hard-working effort to get the shot. Chandler against Comerdine. Garcia helps. Chandler had it blocked as he went to the basket. Crowd wanted to foul, didn't get it. Comerdine and the Rebels the other way. Pinkins got Yelovich in the air, and it still got blocked, and last touch by Garcia, I believe. And that will send us to a timeout. 8-point lead for Kentucky. Mark Pope, Chris Beard trying to scratch a win in the SEC. Well, it feels like late January might be time to start drawing Joe Lunardi into the conversation. Bracketology today for the SEC. You see Florida and Vanderbilt, Alabama, Arkansas. Then that group of the 7 seeds is fascinating to me. Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, obviously, Auburn, A&M, and then Texas in the first 4 out. You see why Kentucky, though, wants to start building, and we'll add on that in a moment. Patton Pinkins out of the timeout. During the break, Ole Miss challenged the out-of-bounds call, and they won the challenge, so they didn't lose the timeout. And now Pinkins doubles down on that with his first basket of the ball game, a triple, to get us to a 5-point game and a rebound. Garcia. And the Rebels on the march again here. Zach Day back on the floor. Getting more minutes here today is the freshman from Midland, Texas. Comerdine against Marino with 10 to shoot. And there is a foul on Malachi Marino. That'll be his third, second on the Wildcats. Don't forget, more college basketball coming up. 6 o'clock tonight, off to Waco for TCU and Baylor, and then 8:30 tonight, Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa for the Vols and the Tide. All tonight on ESPN and always available for you on the ESPN app.
Coach Pope not happy. Marino once again picks up his 3rd foul, cheap foul, 25 feet away from the basket. We need you at the paint protecting the rim.
Yep. So Jasper Johnson, Muhammad Diabate, Brandon Garrison on the floor for Kentucky in this exchange. Colin Chandler getting a little work from trainer Brandon Wells over there. I think he got a scratch above the elbow, so got to get a wrap on that.
And Garrison has 3 fouls as well.
Yep. Yeah, the bigs, remember, went to the locker room. They had Owe 2, Moreno 2, Garrison 3. Garcia out front. 3 ball good, and he's hurt.
Yes,
three-pointer is good. Augusto Casilla from Brazil knocks down his second three of the year. Foul on Diabate, his second.
Keep an eye at the lower. That's not a good angle right there. They're saying Diabate took away his space for landing.
Yep.
That's why the foul was called. Here's a better angle right here. Ooh. And it's one of those plays, Wes, as an ex-player, Diabate's contesting, but his momentum takes him into the area which you got to give landing space.
Casilla can make it a one-point game and does on the rare 4-point play. 7-0 run by Ole Miss. Has pushed some Wildcat faithful to the edge of their seat a little bit here with 5 minutes gone second half. Away. Fall away and one. How about that?
Well, first of all, I thought Owe got away with a push-off, then steps up, then he gets fouled.
Foul is on Casilla.
Check this out right here, driving. I thought he got away with it, and then knocks it down.
Yep. 6.5 for Otega Owe after just a 3-point first half and a chance to reach double figures here with 14:46 to go and left it on the rim. Stays a 3-point lead for the Cats. Commerdine against Chandler. Floater with the right hand going the other way. Well, Chandler clutched. Here's Johnson, boy. Pinkins right there, and here comes the double team, and Johnson turned it over. And crowd wanted to travel, didn't get a whistle. Day hits the ground, and now foul on Diabate. Third on Mohamed Diabate, the fourth on Kentucky here in the second half.
Yeah, a little chaos right there. Let's give Ole Miss a lot of credit defensively in that possession. Just basically stretched out the Wildcats offense, and Scott sacrificing his body for the team. Day. Just a good scrappy possession for Ole Miss.
Yep. Crowd wanted to travel on James Scott because he rolled with the basketball. And now you see the issues that Mark Pope have off the floor with fouls. Marino, Diabate, Garrison with 3, Owe the 2 that he got in the first 4 minutes and change of the ball game today. Meanwhile, Ole Miss, despite the bad shooting, has tied the game on a Pinkins 3. He's got 6. All here in the second half.
Once again, partner, the same shots they got in the first half, they're getting again. Now a couple of them are going in.
Yep. So the Rebels have locked it up at 39. Owe Johnson. Into traffic, feeds Garrison. Now Otega, another one? No, too strong. And Yelovich got the rebound, and there's a Rebel foul. And I think it's on Day.
Once again, Ole Miss playing solid defense, protecting the paint, long rebound to give the Wildcats an extra possession.
Foul is on Day. It'll be his third. It's the fourth on Ole Miss. Chandler out of the ball game. Aberdeen comes back. Into traffic goes Denzel. 10 to shoot. A 3. Missed everything. Yelovich the rebound. Third try in the possession. Johnson.
Right on time. Aberdeen's air ball. You catch it, you find the hot hand from the first half.
Jasper Johnson has got his third 3 of the game. He's got 11. Kentucky back in front. Casilla. Pinkins, a nice shot fake. Leaner. And Chest gets it on the ground. In control now. They'll scramble, and Pinkins recovers and whistles a timeout. Corey Chest was flailing away, trying to gather control, and the son of the assistant, Al Pinkins, his son Patton, young freshman, gathers and calls the timeout. But Jasper Johnson, again off Mark Pope's bench. gives Kentucky the lead. Well, Ole Miss has bounced back. 1 of 10 from 3 in the first half. Patton Pinkins has got 2 of their 3 second-half triples in 4 tries. Dennis?
Well, when I talked to Coach Beard yesterday, I said, is that simple, Coach, that you're a miss or make team? He goes, it's real simple. We're making shots. We get confidence. We defend better. We get out and run. Tale of 2 halves. First half, you couldn't make a shot. Now you're 3 for 3 from 3.
But couldn't everybody say that they're a make or miss team?
They could say that.
Okay.
But this team right here is really built that way, the way this season's gone.
Commerdine. Here's Storr trying to find a path. Jab step couldn't free him up. Owe ahead for Aberdeen. Sneaks all the way through. Kentucky with Garrison and Marino both on the, or Marino back in to replace Garrison. There goes Owe baseline.
Yeah, sometimes a couple jump shots, you don't feel yourself, put the ball on the floor, get all the way to the rim, get you the layup.
All right, now remember, Malachi Marino plays with 3 fouls out there.
Exactly.
And here goes Casilla. Kick out, Pinkins got another one? Sure does. Patton Pinkins, the hero in Athens, has got 3 triples in the second half.
Well, I like how Casilla was under control in the paint, and he gives a left-hand pass to the far wing, knock down 3.
2-point lead for Kentucky. Yelovich on the drive and 1.
Watch this replay, Wes. When he first caught it, I thought he should have shot the first one, but puts the ball on the floor, 1 dribble, and plays through the contact. The old-fashioned way to get 3.
First on Pinkins, 5th on the Rebels. Timeout at Rupp Arena. Inside 12 to play. Cats and Rebels continue next. Well, A.J. Storr came into the ball game, averaging 18 in conference play for Ole Miss. And in this first half, he went for double figures. He's scoreless in the second half. But a guy who struggled with fouls and scoring in the first half has warmed up for the Cats, Otega Owe.
Yeah, his first shot, he gets a big-time dunk. Right on cue, watch your head. Knocks down the jump shot, gets to the free throw line. And sometimes when you get in foul trouble early, Wes, it kind of throws you out your game a little bit. I think he's found his game here in the second half.
So Yelovich to the line to try and complete the 3-point play here off his second field goal. 1 for 2 at the stripe today. And left that short. Cats get another offensive crack, and Yelovich will fire from distance. And that's up over the glass, out of play.
The reason I started laughing is every time on offensive rebound, you look at the opposing bench, and the coach goes crazy.
There's a hot button at every bench on missed rebounds at the free throw line.
Oh, it drives the coaching staff crazy.
Not just the head man either.
No, all of them.
Everybody.
Yes.
Pull up, Commerdine off the elbow. Jasper Johnson skips it for Aberdeen.
You see how Jasper advances the basketball? It gives you opportunities to get some easy offense. If not, then you run your half-court offense, bad pass by
Yep. Chest tried to get it to Pinkins. Hand in the passing lane. Last touch by Pinkins, says Jeb Hartness. Looked like Aberdeen got a hand on it, and then I guess Pinkins nicked it before it hit the Ole Miss bench. So Kentucky gets it back off the deflection. Trying to look for Marino. Now the entry pass. Over the top, Casilla. Couldn't finish it. Here's Chest. Now Storr, this guy's the one you got to keep an eye on. He's size up Marino for 3. Got it. Ooh. A.J. Storr. He's got 13 now.
Saw me a big guy on him. Let me take him out to the island, size him up, and drop him off.
Yep. Ole Miss to within 1. Halfway home in the second 20 minutes at Rupp Arena. Johnson spinning into traffic, saved it off his wallet. Marino went to the basket, going to draw the foul. And the foul is going to be on Casilla.
Sometimes you switch, it's good. Sometimes you switch, you got a big guy on you. Just step back, create a little more space. And right here, Casillas hops back in there and good foul. Make Marino earn it from the free throw line.
Malachi had 8 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 blocks here Wednesday night against Texas. And misses the free throw. He is still scoreless here today. Diabate on the floor, Chandler on the floor, Aberdeen and Yelovich go off. Aberdeen and Yelovich. Johnson stays on the floor with Colin Chandler and Owe. Marino left the second one on the rim. Stays a 1-point game. Crossover, Storr. Threw it away. Tried to skip it to Pinkins. Chandler. Marino turned right into the double team help from Comardine.
Yeah, Comardine was real crafty on the baseline side of the double team. Marino didn't see him coming. See right here, great little entry pass. You see how he comes to baseline side? Marino doesn't even see him at all.
Ole Miss does a really good job digging from the perimeter too.
They do. They fight. They're scrappy.
Yep. Well, Mark Pope's concerns, could we handle all the aggressive switches on defense? Marino went to the basket, and I believe Augusto Casilla has drawn another one. It's his 4th.
Well, just a great ghost screen by Jasper that time, slipping to the basket. Watch this, Wes. Watch this little ghost screen slip, little drop-off pass. Big fella back at the free throw line.
So Marino back there for 2 more shots.
And Casilla once again says, I'll sacrifice the fouls. You just missed 2 free throws again. Let me send you back to the free throw line.
You had a brother, Michael, who was a 1,500-point scorer in Richmond at Eastern Kentucky. Also grabbed 900 rebounds in his career with the Colonels. There's something about these guys from the Commonwealth who play at UK. It's amazing. You can go back 30 years.
Yeah.
Richie Farmer and the Unforgettables.
Man.
You know, part of that early Patino team. There's Marino on the board. That's his first point. And you say he's been impactful in the game, just not from a scoring perspective today. Right. Playing with 3 fouls. Pushes the lead back to 3. Comardine for Scott. And he gets it in the safe hands of Pinkins. 6 to shoot. Pinkins on the drive, threw it up. They slap it around. Chandler batted it away. Here's Diabate. Now Jasper Johnson slips it for Owe, and he's fouled. You didn't know better. You think every play at the basket they're trying to convert 3rd and short.
Hey.
I mean, foul is on James Scott.
One thing we know, no easy baskets. Way to get back. And Scott, once again, send you to the free throw line. Earn the hard way.
8th team foul on Ole Miss. Twice as many as Kentucky with 8:47 to play, and always free throw good. Always got 9.5. Make it 10, and now 13 in the ball game. In a day that started with foul trouble, he's responded nicely for Mark Pope here in half 2. Big Blue faithful to their feet here. Comardine. Right hand rattled out. Scott back out front for Storr. He'll get into traffic. Down the lane, had it blocked, and a foul call. And it's going to be on Diabate.
Once again, Ole Miss's half-court offense, they're getting good shots. That time Scott does an excellent job keeping the ball alive to get extra possession.
8:25 to go. 5th foul on Kentucky, the 4th on the junior from Queens. And here's Storr at the line. First one good. Don't forget SEC Network Tuesday night. Men's doubleheader. Blue Cane and 21st ranked Georgia welcomes Jacoby Gillespie and the Vols to Stegman Coliseum in Athens. And then after that, LeBaron Philon and number 17, Alabama, and Mark Mitchell in Missouri from Tuscaloosa. Follow, both available on the ESPN app and on the SEC network. And Storr knocks them both down. 5.5, 15 in the game now for Storr. 8:20 to go, and it's a 3-point game at Rupp.
Ole Miss in a little matchup zone right here now, Wes, out of the man-to-man.
Johnson and Chandler with Owe. Jasper on the drive. Tried to get it to Marino, got knocked away. Here's Scott with the turnover for Storr and the dunk. A.J. Storr with the hard finish.
Looked like Scott and Marino got tangled up a little bit.
Yep, that's exactly right. And a timeout taken. Mark Pope wants to know, what about a foul here? A.J. Storr has gotten Ole Miss to within 1. Mark Pope can't believe there's not a foul. But a moment ago, the Cats a turnover and a finish from Storr. 1-point game when we come back. The dunk by A.J. Storr cut it to a 1-point Kentucky lead. And you see the game trends. No field goals for the Cats in almost 4 minutes. Ole Miss has hit 5 of their 6 from 3 here in the second half. And boy, Storr's on a tear. He's got his 6th straight double-figure game. He's averaging 19.5 off the bench over the last 6, and that's 8.5 points almost better than in his 14 starts. Dennis?
No, it lets you know that this time of year, guys have another gear to go to when you get to league play.
Yep. And sometimes you need the gear.
Yes. 2-3 zone.
Yep.
Mixing things up. It's like a 2-3 to a matchup man.
Yep. Owe, Aberdeen, Chandler, Yelovich, Moreno on the floor for the Cats. And here's Denzel on the drive and a foul. And that's going to be on Scott, his second. Originally started his career at the College of Charleston with Pat Kelsey. Then he was in that merger at Louisville last year.
Yep.
And on to Ole Miss in the spring portal. Pick and roll guy principally for Kelsey, and a little bit more of an offensive flexibility in his game this year. The numbers don't reflect that. Aberdeen knocks the free throw down. 15th best shooter and Kentucky's best free throw shooter as Denzel Aberdeen. Got 3 points. Averaging almost 15 in league play. And the second one pushes the advantage back to 3. Ilias Commerdine and Ole Miss. Here's Storr. Oh, I thought he was clutching for the lead or for the tie. Did not. Pinkins has had 3 threes here in the second half. Dia with 7 to shoot. Now Storr. Here's Pinkins spinning. Scoop with the left hand.
Good job by the Wildcats that time of Reno not fouling that possession.
Chandler. Oh boy, wide open from the right. Nope, back rim. Owe, he'll try it. And hit.
Those are my favorite, Wes. Offensive rebound, find the three-point shooter, knock it down, just breaks your back.
Otega Owe. What a second half he's having. 16 now in the ball game, and a follow by Scott off the miss. Stays a 4-point lead for Kentucky, 55-51. Backdoor, Marino caught it going to the rack.
Whoa.
No whistle.
Good block at the rim.
Absolutely. Dia against Yelovich.
Oh, Dia's in his work. He's in his office right there down low.
And a strip and a foul, I think, on Aberdeen. Second on Denzel Aberdeen, 6 on Kentucky.
Right here, Marino go up a little stronger. He's looking for a foul. And then Aberdeen on the baseline side.
Free throw is good from Malik Dia. 5.5 for Dia. 13 in the ball game. Casilla comes back to replace Scott. Dia got both of those. He's got 14 now in the ball game. Can feel things tightening up here, can't you?
Yes, this is the good part of the game now.
Yep.
Decision making now. Who's going to make good decisions? Who's going to box out and rebound down the stretch?
Little floater, and Owe starting to heat up. Three-pointer, now a soft jumper off the left baseline for Owe. 57-53. Comardine down the lane, had it contested, and last touched by Ole Miss, says Jason Baker. Now, are they going to challenge this off the bench? Chris Beard looking for a signal maybe from the support staff. Nothing there, so we play on here in Lexington.
Play on, yes, play on.
Rebels have extended Kentucky's offensive sets all day today. And trapped when appropriate as well has been effective. 7 to shoot for Aberdeen. Here's Yelovich, a three over chest, too strong. And the rebound pulled away, Storr. Bodies go down in the backcourt, and A.J. Storr going to the basket, and Aberdeen raked it out for his third foul. 7 now on the Cats with 5:09 to go, so a couple of shots here on the shooting foul for A.J. Storr.
Well, to your point, the last possession for the Wildcats, you give Ole Miss a lot of credit because they're mixing things up and just taking them out of their offense. Now, on the flip side, Aberdeen got stuck now with his hand in the cookie jar, back-to-back possession.
Yep. Storr is 6 of 8 at the free throw line. The crowd is reacting to a replay of the drive on the video board here at Rupp Arena. And Storr misses the free throw, so Kentucky fans feel like they have been justified a little bit. And the next one good. And here comes Diabate for Andrea Yelovich and Mark Pope's lineup.
He replaces Yelovich.
Ahead of 5 to go. Chris Beard is 8-13 on the road in the SEC as the Ole Miss head coach. They are 2-1 in conference play this year on the road after that big win at Starkville. There goes Owe on the drive and a foul on Casilla.
Well, it's safe to say Owe has found his groove here in the second half. Baseline jump shot, but more aggressive attacking the paint, attacking the rim back to the free throw line.
Augusto Casilla fouls out of the ball game with 4:53 to play.
Well, Casilla, those last 3 fouls, he sacrificed his body for the team. Had the big 4-point play early in the half.
So Casilla, who is from Salvador Bahia in Brazil, out of the game, and Dia reports back. He's only got 2 fouls. Owe to the line, where he is 7 for 9 at the line today and has 18 points. And the first one good. We told you Kentucky really struggles in SEC play. You look down and see 71-7, and then it's 13th in conference play. And like, how's that possible for a team that's pretty good? Marino got the rebound at the offensive end, another one at that end, and then Diabate fouled on the third try. Second time we've seen Kentucky get an offensive rebound on a missed free throw, Dennis, in the last 3 exchanges.
Marino, big fella. Yes, you're not scoring a lot tonight, but you're making your presence felt on the glass. You're keeping the ball alive. And now your team gets another opportunity. Diabate back at the free throw line.
And 10 fouls on Ole Miss, so 2 shots on every common foul the rest of the way. Diabate 0 for 1 in the first half. This one good.
Now look for Coach Polk to say, guys, we're in the double bonus for the last 4.5 minutes of this ball game. Drive the ball to the basket, to the paint. Good things will happen.
Lead back to 5 for the Cats. Second one good. 6 for Diabate, and that's where the lead is. Comardine. Here's Storr. Long 3 from the front. Short. Missed everything. Dia inside the offensive stick back.
Yeah, sometimes the ball is bouncing where it needs to be, and Dia was right on spot, finishing with the left hand.
4-point game. Just ahead of 4 to play at Rupp Arena. Kentucky living with 40% from the floor here in the second half. Owe the drive and bucket.
It was like Owe was listening to us, Wes. Drive the basketball. You're in the double bonus. That time you broke down the defense and you found the perfect alleyway to the rim.
7th game of the year for Otega Owe with 20 or more. Lead 6 for the Cats. Storr. Runner, floater, right hand good. Look at that.
Tough shot.
10.5 and 20 now for A.J. Storr. 6-point lead for Kentucky. Trying to go to 5-2 in the SEC with 5 straight wins. Well, it doesn't take long if you watch this second half to see why Otega Owe was the preseason player of the year in the SEC, huh?
Stay aggressive, attack the rim, shoot with confidence. You might have got away with a little push off. Referee didn't blow the whistle, but more importantly, foul trouble sometimes can take you out of your rhythm. I thought that's what it did for Owe in the first half. Second half, snapped out of it, got back to playing top-notch basketball.
Simple as a dunk to get you started?
Yes, sir. That gives you ultimate confidence. To come down and dunk on somebody, and now next thing you know, a layup, a 3, free throw line. My nitpick, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Other than that, he's doing great.
Ole Miss has tried to help themselves. You see the 5 of 7 from 3 in the second half after 1 of 10 first half. And look at this. Ole Miss has not beaten Kentucky in consecutive games in almost 100 years, Dennis.
Wow. 100? Good, man.
Owe's got 8 of Kentucky's last 10. Wildcats by 4. Both teams are in the bonus or double bonus as we play down the stretch. There's Owe again. Back rim too strong. Dia the rebound. A.J. Storr has delivered. We talked about him at the top. Owe here in the second half as well. The 2 head up right here. The offensive struggles today by the Rebels have been minimized by Owe, or by Storr rather. Comardine's been very quiet. 8 to shoot. Here's a 3. And boy, Diabate and Moreno both had it, and then Dia reached in and last touch by Kentucky, says Jeb Hartness.
Yeah, Moreno said, my fault, guys. I should have used 2 hands because it went off his left hand.
Fresh 20 for Ole Miss. 3:01 to go. Oh, no look. Here's Chest. Oh, right there at the doorstep.
Where you going, Chest?
Backing down Owe. Hooked him, rolled, offensive foul, or an and one. It's an and one for Chest. Going to call the foul on Owe. I thought they were going to get Chest for the offensive foul.
You took the words right out of my mouth, partner. I was getting ready to say, oh, a hook with the chicken wing. Let's go back the other way.
Watch the right arm. Owe will be called for the foul. It's his 3rd. 8th on Kentucky. Corey Chest to the line to try and complete the 3-point play. And off the mark, it's a 2-point game. 8th foul on Kentucky.
I can hear the Wildcats fans saying, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
Stays a 2-point game. Moreno working on Pinkins. Look at the double team and sailed it out of bounds. He is a good passer for a big man. That one got away from him.
You give Ole Miss credit. The trap came with a purpose.
there's a turnover by Ole Miss at the other end.
Yeah, good job, Chandler, being aggressive on Pinkins that time. Miscommunication, another turnover.
So a timeout is taken by Kentucky. Turnover by each school. Back to Lexington in a moment. Well, we told you about tight fits for both schools. How about Patton Pinkins at Stegman Coliseum? Buzzer beater to get Georgia. 97-95, that was in overtime. And then, of course, Colin Chandler to Malachi Marino.
Splash.
Well, I hope Will Stein, the new football coach of the Cats, doesn't see Chandler throw that. Each team has had a flair for the dramatic, and with 2:10 to go, we got a one-possession game here at Rupp Arena. Owe, spot up. Left it short, and Diabate tried to make the save, out of bounds. It'll go to Ole Miss.
What did I ask both coaches at the end of practice? Who's your go-to guy? Games like this, 2 minutes, who do you play through? Both coaches said we're trying to still figure that out.
Well, the time might be now.
Yes. Knowing that Kentucky's had their share of injuries now.
Ilias Commerdine, only 3 points. Averaging nearly 12 against the league. There's Storr, hard drive, couldn't finish. They crashed the glass. Storr's got the rebound. And a fresh 20 outside of 100 seconds to play. Storr thought about it. Pull up. Off the mark. Marino the rebound. 2-point game and 90 seconds to play. Mark Pope gets the play call to his point guard. Aberdeen against Dia. Chandler through traffic. Diabate rimmed out with the left hand. Marino had it. Foul. Malachi was going for the stick back, and Pinkins picks up the foul.
Well, I love the patience by the Wildcats. The ball went from both sides of the floor a couple times. A little floater by Diabate comes off. Marino with the big-time rebound here late in the game.
Marino is 2 of 4 today at the free throw line for his only points, all here in the second half. Free throw good. When I tell you he's impacting the game, he's got 8 rebounds in the 19 minutes. And the second one fell off the front. Diabate possession. If it's a held ball, it'll belong to Kentucky. They call a held ball, it belongs to Kentucky.
He was yelling timeout. Oh, so we got lucky. You watch. Good job sneaking around Dia. Yeah, he's yelling timeout.
So let's see what happens here. Courtney Green with Jeb Hartness, Jason Baker. Quick visit. And I think Courtney Green's over here for a little game management. This might have to do with the Chandler's also scraped up again. Yep. So
30-second blood wrap.
18 on the shot clock. 1:02 to play.
Look at this spacing. Under out of bounds. They got Aberdeen all the way back half court.
Yep. Chandler going to throw the deep ball again.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty good at it.
That's different.
Old school.
Yes.
10 to shoot. Kind of a 1-4 look to start. Now here's Chandler with 5 to shoot. Launches. Oh my goodness. Colin Chandler rings the bell.
That's called ice water in your veins late game.
The winter storm's not till tonight. Colin Chandler brought the ice early.
Well, the patience in this offense right here. You go under the screen, Dia, steps right into it, leaves it, splash, and the Wildcat fandom goes crazy.
I don't know how big the driveway was in Farmington, Utah. But I'll tell you this.
Yes, great call, partner. That's a driveway shot. Yes, sir, all day long. 3, 2, 1, win the ball game.
Each school one timeout left. 47-7 to go. Boy, they started play today in the Southeastern Conference with 25.5% of the SEC games. 12 of the 47 had been 3 or less or overtime. And I'm still not sure we're out of the woods on that particular stat, even with Chandler's 3 a moment ago. But this has been no more than 2 possessions, Dennis, most of this day.
And that's what's been so much fun about this ball game, because each team has played to their personality. When Ole Miss is making shots, their defense rebounding is better. And the same thing with Kentucky. When they get shots and get out and explore, they get easy opportunities.
Colin Chandler's rolled 3 straight double-figure games out now for Kentucky. His best stretch of the year from a scoring perspective. His last double-figure game prior to this streak was against Gonzaga. Here is Storr. Ole Miss can't wait around. Storr, a spot up, is short. Marino the rebound. And a reach in on Dia for his 4th. Will put Malachi at the stripe with inside 35 seconds to go. So Malachi Marino can go to the line. See if he can extend this for Mark Pope. Chris Beard, meanwhile, he was a realist with us yesterday about what it would take. Marino's first one is good. That's the 33rd free throw attempted by Kentucky today. The other night he watched Auburn shoot 39 free throws. He did say to us, we can't foul as much as we have. Well, it's happened again here today.
Well, that's what happens in league play. You're more physical, you're more intense, with more free throws.
Both of them for Marino. 30 seconds to play, 8-point game. Out of the corner, Day knocks down the 3. First half 3, now a second half triple from Zach Day. Makes it a 5-point game with 26.1 to go. And Ole Miss out of timeouts. Another look at Day's triple.
Step back, little easy pass by Storr. Now it's a free throw game from here on out, partner.
Yep,
Who
sure
is willing to go meet the basketball to get fouled, to go to the free throw line and knock him down to close out the ball game if you're a Wildcat.
Yeah, Ole Miss with 10 fouls, so every foul is a 2-shot opportunity for Kentucky. The other part about this really for both schools today, Dennis, is where they're going in the SEC. If you're Kentucky, you're Tuesday night in Nashville. Next Saturday, you're in Fayetteville against John Calipari. If you're Ole Miss, unless you go find some magic in the next 26.1, you're going to have lost 2 straight, 3-4 in the league, 11-9 overall. And you don't play again until next Saturday when Vanderbilt comes to Oxford. And then you go to Tennessee behind that. So you can see the value of the 40 minutes today for both these schools. Boy, the winner was going to feel a lot better. And Kentucky up 5 and looking at their 5th straight win in the SEC and their 14th in the campaign for Mark Pope.
If you're a Kentucky fan, you're excited if you hold on to win this ball game for what you've been through with all the injuries. On the flip side, Ole Miss, you're like, wait a minute, another 5-point game that we're in, and there's a free throw or a turnover while we're not closing out this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, this is potentially the 7th game this year of 5 or less or overtime for Chris Beard.
So that drives you crazy as a coach if you sit there and watch films like we're there. What are we missing to not get over the hump and win these ball games?
Right. And the foul on Day. That is 4 on Zach Day. So here's Otega Oweh to the stripe. He's got 21 today, 8 of 11 at the line. Kentucky is 24 of 34 at the stripe, 15 of 22 in the second half. Oweh now 9 of 12.
Checking in for Kentucky is Jasper Johnson.
Here comes the freshman from here in Lexington. Jasper Johnson played his high school ball just west of town at Woodford County. Oweh, the second one. Season high for Oweh now with 23. He had 22 twice this year for Mark Pope. Here's Pinkins, a 3. Missed badly. Aberdeen the rebound, and a quick foul with 12.3 to go. And now the Big Blue Nation can feel it. 7-point lead, and Aberdeen to the line with 12.3 to play.
Each guy who has stepped in the game tonight for the Wildcats has put their imprint on it. Even Noah knocked down a big 3 in the first half.
Yep, agree.
Andrea, defense, getting to the free throw line. Marino didn't shoot the ball. I think took 3 shots?
Yeah.
But his rebound and shot blocking, protecting the paint. This is where you say you step up a different guy each night.
Yep. And it wasn't as dramatic a comeback as maybe last Saturday in Knoxville. But they got another spark from the freshman Johnson again. 8 in the first half, 11 in the game today for Jasper Johnson. And you know, Quaintance is not playing. Quaintance is not going to play. Lowe is out. Cam Williams is hurt now. And Kentucky still keeps finding a way. Air ball from Comardine. And with 5.3 to go, all Kentucky has to do is inbound the ball. Ole Miss is falling back in a 9-point difference. And that will do it. 72-63. Kentucky's won 15 of the last 17 from Ole Miss, including now 15 straight at Rupp Arena. Heck of a performance, such special half in the second half from Otega Oweh.
Yeah, foul trouble took him out of the first half, but the second half showed why he's a big-time star here in the SEC.
Cats are off to Music City Tuesday night to see Vanderbilt. Ole Miss has a week off before the Commodores come to Oxford. Great to be with Dennis Scott. Thanks to our producer, Daniel Gibbons. Off to the college basketball studio. Kevin Connors, all yours.